So how's your sex life?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. I never know how to begin a stream, so you have to start with a hook, something that really attracts your attention.
Yes.
You say, so how is your sex life?
That's a normal thing people say to each other.
Is it pretty good? Like scale 1 to 10.
Oh my gosh.
10 being a pretty good, like really good.
A scale of 1 to 10, and 10 is pretty good.
10's pretty good. 9's okay. 8's like room for improvement.
Oh, 1 is like, were you even awake?
Yeah, 1's like, I was asleep. You feel me, dog?
Feel you, bro.
You're the man now, dog.
That's right. Did you finally get in to play online?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. I was just looking at the plugins. 11's my beta test. Maybe this weekend I'll play a real game.
This is not a real game?
Nah, not really. No, I'm just it's a real game.
It is.
In the sense that I've always liked it. It's just not the same game that I remember when I was a wee lad.
Well, that's true.
Where are we?
This is Windurst.
You left me. Yeah, this is Windurst, the land of the Tarotaros and the Dommels and the Mithra.
Yes.
Where we give Dommels names. Like Daha. And Dakya.
Are you ready to continue with COP?
Sure, where are we going?
I'm just selling this prize powder really quick because my Unity points were full. And then I'll be ready. We're meeting at Rulude Gardens 1.
Rulude Gardens 1. There we go.
Right there.
Now, every time we play, I've like adjusted something slightly. So if you're like watching this in order, you're like, "Whoa, it sounds a lot different now." Or hopefully it's getting better.
Because you never stop tinkering.
If it's getting worse, that's not good. Hopefully it's getting better. Well, I have like a couple of friends. I'm like, hey, does this sound good? And they're like, hell no, man, that sounds awful. I'm like, crap. At least you're honest.
I bet they weren't that mean.
It's like, well, my ears are bleeding. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm at Rulude 1.
Still selling prize powder. Almost done. 4 more.
We're live. Better hurry your butt up.
Do it live.
It's Friday and I'm in a good mood. But I'm in a sad mood because I have to go to a damn stupid football game. You know how many football games have been in my life? Like 2. And you're making me go to like 3.
One of them was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Not a football guy. But since our daughter's in band, it's like, you have to go now. Well, can't you just like, I'll go up there during the halftime and leave? I'll just sneak in around halftime, because they probably don't do tickets at halftime anymore. I'll just sneak in, watch it, and leave.
I don't think that's very ethical.
Why is it not? I'm not watching the full game. Why should I pay? I'm gonna go out there and buy a hot dog to get some money from me, and then I'll leave. I got a cussing. It must be the Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah, because that's the other one that I had.
Lady Rewind, you know what it means to me, for me, to be standing before you here? Why can't I talk?
Christopher Walkening again.
Christopher Walkening pauses everywhere. I must confess to stationing one of my agents around the area after our soiree and Norg. You don't see that word very often.
Soiree?
S-O-I-R-E-E.
Yeah, soiree.
Soiree. It was not for any nefarious purpose, I assure you. It was merely to gather what information I could about the destruction of the future. And as I implied earlier, the emptiness is almost certainly the cause of Ira's claims. Yeah, it's Rhapsody. I would ask Ira to tell me what she knows, but she's like not talking to me right now. Forgive me for keeping you waiting, Master. Sir Tenzin, the pleasure is mine. I am so glad to see you again. Again? But this is the first time we... Ah, but of course. You mean to say that you have met me in the future? You are the very reason I am able to stand here today. My tears flowed like rain when we last parted. You mean to say that I was swallowed up in the emptiness? Not just you, everyone. I thought myself better prepared for this. So much of future does come to pass. Then, that means I failed. Sir Tenzin, lift your head. In my era, you and the Master were revered as heroes of the highest caliber. It was not any failure on your behalf. When darkness poured forth from the crystal, there was nothing you could have done to stop it. Secluded on that small island, I was unable to stem the rising tide, and the world was torn asunder. Heavens be good. This is only one thing we can do. There is only one thing we can do. We must protect our world. Lady Rewind, Lady Ara, I wish I knew how to say that. The future is ours for the taking, and I swear to fight until I have drawn my last breath. What? Does it mean to absorb the fire burning in my heart? No, Sir Tenzin, your passion has brought new life into the orb. Would that be sufficient? But the light remains ever pale. You have yet to meet with Lady Prish, correct? Master, when you recounted tales of your exploits, Lady Prish was a prominent figure. You oft waxed lyrical about how her prowess was beyond compare. What the hell does that mean? Perhaps we should call her back to Juneau. Permit me to seek her out and lead her to the port. Our next destination is clear to us. Master, the fire in Sir Tenzin's heart is evident. You must meet with Prish without delay. I must confess that the only reason I am standing here today to aid you is that I received a benevolent, oh my god, I can't talk. Puissance? It's like that ring. Puissance. 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 Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Oh, it doesn't sound right to me. Puissance.
It doesn't sound right.
Puissance. Puissance. People probably think I'm retarded, when you're probably right. When you and Sir Tenzin visited me on Raijanjima during the ultimate conflict. Yet I must reiterate that I do not exist in this era. My presence has caused the wheel of fate to spin, and I fear that it may not come to rest in an advantageous position. They use some hard words in 11.
Yeah,
it's like
do.
college level English sometimes. Yeah. And I'm just back in elementary school in English. I'm like Resident Evil 1. That's where I can read. Yeah. Yeah, poorly translated. Yet, should you remain ever unflinching as you tackle the most arduous of journeys, then perhaps my appearance here matters not, and you will be able to lead us to a brighter future. Master, I shall head to the port while you search the Lady Prish. For Lady Prish. Please, let me rest here until we meet Lady Prish. And what's that word? Oh, I got a Tenzin Alter Ego 2. What's that word again when you're talking and it has a really high pitch, like, a constant, that word.
Resonance?
No. With the noises, you know, and the... I didn't realize how much we have that when we talk English.
Zoe leave?
Yeah, I said bye.
I didn't.
Yeah, she left. I said, love you. See you later, skater boy. No, she's cool. She seems happy.
Yeah, she's really happy.
Chapter 6, Echoes of Time. Semblance. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Semblance?
Semblance?
That's not using that word in the right context. I don't know what you're talking about.
The noises you make with the, like, the little noises. And my god, the stupid webcam went out again. I really need
Is it on the wrong Wi-Fi?
fix that crap. No, it's on the right one. It just craps out. That's what you get when you get free service. If you get free stuff, it just doesn't work right. What business do you have here today? If you seek Captain Wolfgang, he is currently on the toity.
In the shower.
He's taking the kids to the pool. He's dropping a loaf.
Ew.
You are here about the girl, Prish, and the warrant for her arrest. I hope he took his poop knife.
Ew.
Does everyone have a poop knife, right? You have a poop knife? I have a poop knife.
No.
She presented herself at the palace of her own free will, not so long ago. Naturally, she was taken into custody, but her demands for an audience with a higher authority are becoming increasingly vocal. I wonder if Captain Wolfgang will return from his duties anytime in the near future.
Noxie, rewind! I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but could you walk with me for a moment? Why would Prish surrender herself so easily? I have no idea what she could be thinking. Thank the mercy of Altana that Prish has escaped any punishment while the Junoan government is occupied with other matters. If we could only use this opportunity to rescue her somehow.
You're so prissy. Rewind, Noxie, Lady Olmia. Hinzen! I am glad to have found you. You have heard of young Lady Prish's predicament. We need to gather everyone together to unite our actions and plan our next move. The rest of our friends are waiting in a tavern in Upper Juno.
A tavern in Upper Juno?
Did I stutter? Aldo has used his influence to secure the establishment of our exclusive use, if only for a short while. I will await you on the premises. Until then, Tenzin out. Peace.
To the tavern!
To the tavern! Ninja boot activate. Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Oh my gosh. No Vanilla Ice.
I love Vanilla Ice. Cool as Ice is the best movie ever made. And I will fight you on that.
Upper Juno 1.
Drop the zero and get with the hero. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Where we going, yo? Yo. I said, where we going? Up in Juno? Which teleport?
Upper Juno 1. Are you gonna get a jacket with all of your catchphrases written on it?
Yeah, you know it. That's cool, man. I wish I was cool as Vanilla Ice.
I think he's reached the stage in his career where he could do a free show on Fremont and all the people our age would just be nerding out.
Hell yeah, man. I'm really not that big of a fan. I like.
No, but the movie is great.
I like him ironically.
Yes, with riff tracks.
I don't think I'd go to a concert.
Well, if we happen to be walking by while playing craps.
If I was hammered, I don't know what's going on, and like, oh my god, is that Vanilla Ice? Holy crap! I love that movie.
I could just see like asking him for his autograph, not for his music, for that movie.
I wake up. Oh my god, why do I have
Why do I have Vanilla Ice's tattoo and Sharpie on my arm?
It's probably just like a look-alike, like a cover band.
Right.
Rewind, Noxie, it's good to see you. We have finally grasped the entire tapestry that our separate tells have woven. I never believed that something like this was possible. I suggest you prepare yourself before Lady Olmia arrives.
Bless you.
God.
Why is everyone so quiet?
I'm allergic.
Is something wrong?
I'm allergic to COP. Lady Olmia, we have been waiting for you. Will you still your heart and listen to the story we have to tell? I'm on the 4th different voice for Tenzin now, trying to find the right voice. I'm not sure how Tenzin should sound like. Maybe a stereotypical Japanese man?
Probably.
Oh, of course. We have tried to refute the conclusion and find some other explanation. Oh.
I don't think you can do that for 3 more chapters.
People would unsubscribe immediately. This guy sucks. I'm leaving.
However,
we now know that the boy, Celtius, has come to thwart the plans of the Ancient Ones and steal the light of the crystals. We also know that the Divinity of Darkness, I like that, Divinity of Darkness would be a good metal band.
It would be.
The rules over the Kindred was not Promethea after all. And he's goofy.
Now you're goofy? Okay.
But the Moblins heard from the Divinity of Darkness that the Keeper of the Apocalypse has already arisen.
And surely you have seen the Magicite embedded in Prish's chest.
Well, I love Prish. Well, that's not good to say.
That's not good to say.
No,
She's stuck at 12.
She's like an old lady, but yeah, she's still 12. Maybe I shouldn't go there.
According to your explanation, that stone contained the emptiness of the Twilight God Promethea.
Lady Omia, that must come as a shock for one so close to Lady Prish.
Oh my gosh, dude.
it's like Sensei Onion or whatever from,
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. You gotta believe.
You gotta
But
believe.
I must inform you of the facts I have learned from the terrestrial avatars, chemical and mineral.
I'll stop. Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry. I'm usually not this goofy. After 10,000 years, the Keeper of the Apocalypse was fated to be born in the nation of Tavnasia. Usually I'm like tired. I'm just like, after 10,000 years.
Right.
I'll
Surely you are
sleep.
not saying that this keeper you speak of is Prish. That is impossible. I refuse to believe it. We have been friends since the time before Tavnasia's destruction. I can honestly say that I've never met a person more pure of heart. She has more faith and more courage. How could she be the keeper of the apocalypse and still urge Diabolos to save the world?
It is true that I do not know of anyone who possesses the zest for life that Prish has. And if we had but the time and the knowledge, we would rescue Lady Prish from this destiny. However, we have no time remaining. A duty lies before us. Lord Bahamut and his minions must be stopped.
And if Cardinal Milty is still alive as we believe, she will be planning to use Prish to awaken the Twilight God. With Prish and her Magicite in the Cardinal's possession, the world is one step away from oblivion.
You close the gates of oblivion? When Promethea awakens, there will be no stopping the Moblins. Paging Mr. Herman. Mr. Herman.
Aww. Stop it, all of you.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. That's another reference from
We've seen way too many.
Mystery Science Theater.
The Touch of Satan.
Touch of Satan. Stop it.
Stop it.
This is where the fish lives. You're kind of an idiot, aren't you?
With her walnut tree ranch.
People are unsubscribing as we speak. All 91 of you.
Stop it. All of you.
Stop it.
You truly intend to do away with Prish, even if it means the plans of Worm King Bahamut will be prevented.
This game's not silly. We're just retarded.
That is something I cannot do.
The game's fine. We're not making fun of the game.
It's just us.
It's just us. We're just naturally stupid. Lady Olmia.
Let her be. The first thing we have to do is rescue Prish from the Grand Duke Palace. I'll start working on a plan.
When you're kind of in a boring part of the story, you gotta kind of have fun.
Spice it up a bit.
Yeah. I will call upon some old acquaintances. They may be able to help us. Like, if Prish is not in the cutscene, I don't care. And she's yawning.
Yep.
Oh, did you hear that? I heard it in the headset.
Sorry.
I wish no more lives to be lost. I will do what I can.
Thanks, Jabos. Rewind, Noxie. Do you agree with our decision?
No.
What decision? That's like, what were we talking about?
They're gonna rescue Prish from the Ducal Guard jail because Cardinal Mildy, who we've never even seen yet, is planning to use Prish to bring back the Twilight God Promethea.
There's no other way.
I will say there's no other way.
You understand what we have all agreed to here. Have you even been paying attention? We have come to a brutal and bloody conclusion. We did?
Did we?
Although no one life Although no one life, yeah, holds more importance than another. I have a duty to save the world, no matter the cost. But still, I worry for Lady Olmia.
Yeah, I kind of think they would have rescued her to kill her.
Oh, God.
That's why it's a tough and bloody decision.
Uh-oh.
He wants to kill Prish so she doesn't start the end of the world.
So it's like, you know we're going to kill her, right? And we're all like, uh-huh,
yeah, sure, we're cool with it.
There is little you can say to comfort her, but at least see her safely to Tabnasia. If you ask the aid of Lady Esha, I am sure your return will be a swift one. Until we meet again, bye, toodaloo!
Ciao!
Ciao. Wow, we are so goofy. It's Friday and we're all in a good mood.
Yes.
It was a long week at work.
It was a very long week at work.
I was sitting in the office just staring at the clock, man. It's like the good old days.
Waiting on time to get to go home.
I was so lucky working from home for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's so hard going back to the office. It's so boring.
Prelude one.
Feels like everyone's on edge lately.
Really? At work?
Mostly in corporate. People in the northeast area, New England, maybe there's just too much people or something. I think if you're around too many people, you kind of start to lose it. You need to live out in the rural area like we do.
Yeah.
Go outside and just enjoy the nature, trees and the wind. The only thing bad about our new house is there's kind of too much traffic. Man, it's okay. I'm getting used to it.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. I kind of like the sounds of cars driving by.
Yeah, unless it's like an annoying Harley or something.
Right. Noxie, rewind.
That's my name.
I must apologize for my childish behavior. I should never have run off in such a flustered state. I do understand what everyone is saying. I understand that the Worm King Bahamut plans to obliterate all the peoples of Vanadiel. Even with the might of the Juno Armada, many more innocent lives will be lost in this conflict if something is not done. And I do understand that everyone truly wishes to rescue Prish from her destiny. However, it is as Lord Diablos has said, we cannot save both the world and all her people. Lord
Well said.
Diablos. I wonder if he called Prish into his dream world because he knew the truth of her identity, that she is the keeper of the apocalypse.
Prish is too dangerous to be kept alive.
Yep. Was Cardinal Mildy also aware of this truth? Is that why she gave Prish that amulet? But I still... Noxie, rewind. It may be too late at this point, but there is something I must tell you. When Prish had collapsed and her amulet was stolen...
Yes. Continue. ... Imagine my seat over here. They better not hurt Prish,
I know, right?
or I'm gonna log off and delete my character.
It was only for a second, but I'm pretty darn sure. The presence I felt when the amulet was stolen, it was definitely Miss Mildy. You're saying that Cardinal Mildy took the amulet from you? Why would she act in such a manner? Did not the Cardinal give the amulet to you as a gift?
I feel you.
Sometimes they write backwards.
Yeah. That's not how I'd normally talk.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Miss Mildy was always watching over me through the amulet. She was always making sure I wasn't thinking of doing something stupid or getting myself into trouble. But she needed to take the amulet back. An old friend she's waited a long time had finally returned. She apologized to me in her thoughts, said that I would be safe while I was in Juno. But then... Mildy would have known that we, the survivors of the Great War, were unable to leave the island. She knew, but she did not come to help us. She abandoned us to our fate. No, I don't think so. Miss Mildy left it to me. Left what to you? What was Prish about to say, I wonder? What could Cardinal Mildy have entrusted to us? Surely not the resurrection of the Twilight God. It might be naive of me to believe that you are on my side. However, I'm not willing to give up. I want to sing of a world where both Vanadiel and all of her people are saved.
Can't give up.
Will you dream of such a world
Me.
alongside me?
I'll start singing Evanescence in the background.
Wake me up inside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. What's how?
Yes, I'll fight to the end.
How did it go? What's the lyrics?
Save me from the nothing I've become. Thank you, Noxie. And rewind. I will once again go to the Grand Duke Palace. I've not found anyone in town who has information, but Maki, Chibuki, and the others have probably tracked down some rumors.
Maki Chibuki.
There must be something we can do to save Prish. There must be someone who knows of the Cardinal. One more cutscene and then we get to fight something. Finally.
What's this about? Thought this is like a walking simulator where you go from next cutscene
visual
to
novel?
next cutscene.
Like Zoe always plays.
COP is really interesting, but wow.
It is really interesting, but it is a lot of reading.
Hey, you got the same shirt I have.
Yeah.
That's cute. Did you buy it too from that one Moogle?
Yeah, I just hadn't worn it yet.
Oh, okay. Because that event's over.
Yeah.
Rewind, Noxie, what are you doing here? Have you found some means to stop the Worm King Bahamut? The battle will soon begin. An airship carrying a group of adventurers was down in an attack by the worms. We have completed preparations on the warships and nothing remains to be done. Only, I don't know if this is good news or bad news to you, but the commander of the Genonian Armada, Lady Esha, is nowhere to be found. Lord Nag has also disappeared without so much of an escort. Darn it! That wouldn't be your doing, would it? All part
Of course not.
Of course not. My apologies, you must forgive my wild accusations. No matter how much one despises senseless bloodshed, there are few who can stand by while their home is burned to the ground. And so, if it means saving Juno from the worms, I have no choice but to cooperate with the race of ancients. Captain Wolfgang.
Yes, Carrot Top?
The criminals who escaped with Warship 03 have been identified.
It appears to be the work of those 3 Taru.
Uh-oh.
We have a witness who overheard them talking about heading to a place they referred to as the Fated Land.
They took the warship? Is it possible to know where our missing officials have disappeared to? And where is this fated land they spoke of? Split up and find some answers. I love the Tarus also.
I love the Tarus. Yes.
Yeah, them and Prish made the expansion really fun.
Definitely.
I don't know if the later expansions has the same sense of humor and charm.
I don't know, because I've never read any of the story for Treasures or Abyssia or Dynamis or
You just
Wings of the
blew right
Goddess.
through it, huh?
Yeah, I just click. Don't have time to read.
Yeah. I was the same way, unfortunately. I wish I would have actually paid attention, but it's my ADHD. Makes it hard for me.
Tavnasian Arch on page 2 and Misero Coast. We get to fight something.
Misery Coast?
Yes.
Misero. I'm sure it's a lot more interesting and entertaining when you're, back in the old days. 75 cap. More of a challenge. Hanging out with your friends.
Hanging out with the family.
Gonna have ourselves a good time.
Party.
Party.
Mount up.
Yes, ma'am.
Since we just got Shikari, we gotta use her to help fight the monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hang in there and I'm gonna beat Rhapsodies.
Yes, you are.
Because you beat it, but you kind of blew through it and didn't read it, so.
I beat it, yes, but
But this we're gonna read it.
yes, and I didn't beat all of Wings of the Goddess or Adeline. I only beat up until I had to for Rhapsodies.
Oh.
So I haven't seen the end. of either one of those.
It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 3 when you beat the end. And you just like pause the game and change the clock of the PS2
That's
and
so cool.
he's dead. I remember that last time I did that, remember?
That was so cool.
And like Snake seems so confused. He died. He like blew up in the mountain and Snake's like, huh? I love that. It's really neat.
It is neat.
Historically, the way I beat him though, I get behind him with the goggles so I can see his footprints and just shotgun him in the back.
Is he the only one that you can do like multiple different methods to beat him?
Yeah, my favorite one's actually you can snipe him when he's in the wheelchair.
In a cutscene, right?
It's after the cutscene, they will him away, and if you shoot him, you can beat him right there, which is really cool.
I don't know if I've ever seen you do that.
I'll try it next time.
I love MGS3.
The end has the most ways to do it. The other ones are more straightforward. I don't think you can get around them. He's the most...
Like, the fear and the pain are pretty just one way. Either trank him or shoot him.
Yeah. I think with the end's the only one that's the most... Kojima went crazy with him.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. I would love to play those again.
Me too.
We beat the first one, and we beat the tanker mission. And I recently did the Solid Snake does MGS1 and then the first part of MGS2. But I would like to play MGS2 with you.
Me too.
We did play MGS1 together, but that's been a while.
Yeah.
That was like last year. I guess we could do it again. It's about a 5-hour game.
I love 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I love watching you play Phantom Pain. It is so cool.
It really is. We'll have to go back and play them again.
Definitely.
I haven't played 4 in forever.
Oh, dude, it's been at least like 7 or 8 years. Like,
well, we watched Three Dog play it.
That's not
Twitch.
the same.
Yeah, it's not the same, but it's. But we've seen others play it recently, but just not ourselves.
Not the whole thing either.
Yeah, I usually do a marathon, and I catch them whenever they're on.
Before you touch it, never mind. Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Put some shadows on just in case it's hard.
Oh, I doubt it's gonna be hard. I bet all of COP you can solo as 99. No problem. It's really not until...
Now, treasures we are gonna have to, like, try.
I was thinking, like, I think we're pretty much good until...
Wings?
No, the very last expansion that came out.
Adeline?
That's when there's 99 stuff. But they didn't have the 117 gear yet. So with our trust, we should be okay.
Check the gate again?
Because I read that you can beat the entire story with trust as 99 with the basic 117 gear.
Yeah, because when I beat Rhapsodies by myself, I just had the 117 gear.
Yeah, which is cool. At least it gives you the flexibility that you actually can beat it.
Yeah. Noxie, rewind. You did well to find this place. I assume you were led here by the memories of the Mother Crystal. Even if the crystal line is cut, as long as people exist, and as long as there is life on Vanadiel, the memories of the Mother Crystal will endure. There is nothing anyone can do to change that. We are all born from the light of the crystal, and we return to that luminescence when we die. People are also born from the darkness, and return to the darkness. The opposites of light and dark, both are held within you. You are born from the light that illuminates all, and then slowly devoured by the emptiness that desires only oblivion. This is the cycle begun by the goddess of the dawn, the cycle created for the sake of the twilight god, Promethea. Noxie, rewind. How can you speak to my soul? Celtius, what have you done to Noxie and Rewind?
I know a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Now is not the time to answer such questions, is it? After the passing of 10,000 years, it is time for us to discover why our paths have crossed again. Celtius, the pact you left with the terrestrial avatars has been honored by the children of Vanadiel. The coming of the Keeper of the Apocalypse has been prevented. However, Bahamut does not hold the pact to be complete. Is it true that unless the Keeper of the Apocalypse is freed from the cycle of the Mother Crystal, the pact cannot be considered fulfilled? He doesn't say much.
No. He said like 3 things.
You need not use common speech. The amulet, the testament of affinity, connects my soul to yours. Let us finally walk the same path that has brought us here over the span of 10,000 years, for Vanadiel and for the future.
He just sits there and stares at you with his dots.
Dot.
He judges. Is he a bad guy or a good guy? I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
I always assumed he looked like a bad guy.
Me too.
He has eluded me yet again. He's really gunning for him. Was that your plan, Esha? To use the testament to affinity to link your souls? You meant to have your soul taken over, just as Prish did. No. Your plan was to make it appear as if your soul had been possessed. A way to protect yourself, perhaps. An excuse for letting Celtius escape. No feeble attempts at denial. Just what I expect from a Xylart. But I have learned the truth from the Mother Crystal. You were born a Kulu, as was I. Oh, the Taro's like defending him back there, all like ready to
They're like,
throw
yeah.
down. The Chamber of Eventide, created by Dawn Maiden Yevnoili, something,
Sure.
to heal the Kulu people, to restore the whispers of the souls. I should have realized when Bahamut mentioned that name. Am I correct in assuming that the Xylart interfered in the investigation of C to hide the fact of its completion? Was my Kulu talent in negotiation so very valuable to you?
The celestial city of C was destroyed along with the Chamber of Eventide 10,000 years ago. No matter how much I explain, you will not believe me, but the Xylart still hold to this truth.
When C was enfolded in the energy of the crystal, the power of the terrestrial avatars was absorbed by the city. That event caused an anomaly in space and time, bringing them from the ancient past to the present today. Or so the theory goes.
Ooh, I love present day.
I like present day, me too. As a Kulu, I do not presume to speak for the beliefs of the Xylart, but I have received some fascinating insights from Diablos. He claims that the celestial capital exists even now, beyond the 5th crystal, and that the Xylart people living in the city are alive and well.
It cannot be!
This information must be verified. I will travel beyond the distortion in space and time and seek this place for myself. And I will use the Chamber of Eventide to gain immortality, as you have. The whisper of the soul will be mine again.
Nagmalata, your longing to become one of the Xylart led to your betrayal of the Kulu. But you must not go to the capital. Celtius has warned me. C is no longer the homeland that we once knew. It has become a tainted place, a forbidden place.
Forbidden?
Use this to see into the soul of Celtius. He will explain everything to you.
So I can let the traitor take control of my mind? For the moment, I will be satisfied with watching you die. We'll just say that you were killed by Celtius, shall we? I think he's the bad guy.
I think so. Wait, if you spare me, I will give you anything you want.
You'll give me anything? Haha, you certainly were born of Kulu stock. Show me how you have fallen.
I am not the one who has fallen.
And sold to the young Taru lady.
Home delivery guaranteed.
I like when they warped themselves home on accident.
She used the wrong warp.
Yeah, wrong warp.
I truly appreciate your help. A most reliable trio indeed. I doubt Nagmalata will be able to stay in Juneau after this. You have shown commendable judgment in this matter.
Weren't nothing.
However, Celtius has gone. The celestial capital that Celtius showed me. Could it be? I think I understand. The battle with the worms is about to begin. A meaningless war will soon be set in motion. There is no other choice but to fight. Great Goddess Altana, bless us with the victory we need.
Okay. Okie dokie then.
Okie dokie then. We have already beat 2 missions today, 6-1 and 6-2.
Wow.
Chapter 6 is not very long.
Five was.
Yeah,
took
because
us-
it had 3 paths.
It took us like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
You know, since we have a job and kids and stuff, we only play for like an hour or 2 a day.
Yeah.
We couldn't do the hardcore 11 anymore. It takes an hour just to get to camp sometimes. Hell, it takes an hour just to find a party.
Yep. And then you feel bad leaving after an hour because it took so long to get it together.
Yeah, I know.
Rulude one.
Feels like you have to put your life on hold if you want to play like the old school hardcore 11 experience.
Yeah.
You can't really have a life.
Mm-mm.
I hate to say it, but most of my younger life, I've not wasted it on this game.
Oh no. We had great experiences.
Well, before I even met you, I just didn't do much but play this for like a whole year of my life. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, I play this game for like 12 hours a day.
That is a lot. Oh, I see you. Sorry, it took you a while to pop up. You're just gonna let that one go, okay.
I was thinking it, but I didn't want to say it.
Well, I didn't mean it to sound bad. And then after you reflect, that sounded pretty bad.
I was going easy on you today. Is that them, you think? Should I end the stream? Let's leave it here. Alright, we have to go. Alright, we're back
Okay.
from the game. You adventurers are quick to hear the news. Lady Esha has returned to us. The Junonian, is that how you pronounce that?
Junoan?
Genoan Armada has been authorized to begin an assault on the worms. We are conducting final flight inspections on all vessels. Please keep out of the way and allow the engineers to do their job. Wah! Wah! What a racket. Like
I love
crime.
them so much.
What a racket. Those Tarutaru were punished for their crimes for stealing a warship and flying out of Juno. They claim they were just following orders, but Lord Nag is also awaiting disciplinary action to be decided by the Armathron Society. No matter your position, if you break the law... Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Isn't that lady a friend of yours? Maybe. Line.
Oh, you three. Whatever is the matter? Come now, no more tears. Surely things are not that bad. We're done for.
Our necks are on the chopping block. We've got to get out of here. That's adorable. They made animations for their crying. That's interesting.
Whatever for? There are rumors all over town about the brave Tarutaru who saved an important official. Is there some other terrible failure that you are regretting?
No, we've done everything right. We used the right blend of deceit and betrayal, honey and vinegar. We bribed the townsfolk and avoided the authorities.
We've groomed ourselves into the perfect candidates to become bureaucrats of the future. They have to run off because I showed up. Krish! They all turned around. What the heck is wrong with you? If you keep this up, I'm gonna start rethinking my plan to put you in charge of Tavnasia. Get yourself together. I'm gonna kick you into next Waters Day. You have a responsibility to look out for Olmia and everyone else in the Marquisate.
What?
Sorry to fly off without an explanation, Olmia. And you, thanks for worrying about me. There's not much time, but I'll tell you what I know. Get yourselves to the audience chamber. Prish? At least this one was pretty clear about where to go next. Sometimes they're just like, oh, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's like a riddle.
Yeah.
So we went to the football game, and then we got back, and then my camera stopped working, so I'm using a different method. So hopefully this one won't freeze as much.
I hope not, because that's annoying.
Well, since it's by a cable, it should be fine. It should be... Because the other one was using, like, Wi-Fi.
And it kept disconnecting from Wi-Fi for some reason.
Yeah.
Hello, Olmia. You've been through quite an ordeal. Oh, Mildy, what is going on? I'm sorry, Olmia. We don't have time for lengthy explanations. Wait, Esha is Mildy? Have we never been in the same room together?
Oh, maybe.
I'm sorry, Olmia. We don't have time for lengthy explanations. However, there is one thing I must tell you. My true name is Eshantarl.
Yeah, it is Esha.
She is Cardinal Mildy that they've been talking about this whole time.
Yep.
10,000 years ago, I was born in C, the city that enfolds the fifth mother crystal. Nagmalata and the other members of the Armathrin society that now govern Juno are also of an ancient race of people, a race recently awoken from a centuries-long sleep. But I am different from the others. Through an unusual twist of fate, I was granted immortality. I pledge to use this unending life to bring to fruition the pact made between Celtius and the terrestrial avatars. After the passing of 10,000 years, a child of destiny would be born into the fated land, the keeper of the apocalypse, the one I have sworn to destroy. I've spent many years preparing for the coming of the keeper. It has been an incredibly long journey. I've traveled to the far reaches of Vanadiel in search of lost secret. I have found solace and encouragement in many encounters I have had along the way. But then, when I came to a certain place, I was warned. Destroying the Keeper of the Apocalypse will merely set the darkness free to reincarnate in another body. To break this cycle, the darkness itself must be obliterated. It must be erased from the place where all life originates and where all life eventually returns, the Mother Crystal. To fully eradicate the darkness, the Keeper of the Apocalypse must be destroyed not in the form of a human, but in the form of a god. That is why I conceived a plan to use the Lay of the Immortals to resurrect Promethea. Resurrection and destruction? But that plan eventually failed. At the baptismal ceremony,
I what? Oh. Nice animation there.
At that time, I was having my strings pulled by the emptiness inside me. I lived in the Tavnasian Cathedral since the time of my earliest memories and believed that the gates of paradise must be opened. But as my bad luck would have it, the emptiness inside me reacted to the baptismal vessel and was sealed within this magicite. My world was tipped upside down. I was suddenly able to read people's thoughts, and just like Cardinal Mildy, I never aged another day. So that is what happened. You were the Keeper of the Apocalypse. But things are different now. You are no longer the one, are you? Are you saying that nothing has changed? What is to happen to Prish? Judging by the actions of Bahamut, the Keeper is still among us. But over the last 20 years, I've watched over the lands of Vanadiel. I have seen no other possible incarnations. Bahamut wishes to see me smashed to bits in the form of the Twilight God. It was Diablos that let me in on my destiny as Keeper of the Apocalypse. It is my fate to be destroyed, along with this Magicite, and set adrift from the cycle of the Mother Crystal. No! This is too horrible! Listen to me, Olmia. We've come pretty far in this quest. I've already heard 4 of the verses needed to resurrect the Twilight God. Once we have the last verse, we can finally stand before Bahamut. Please, Prish, do you hear what you're saying? How can I let you offer your very existence to Promathia? There must be another way. Calm yourself, Olmia. Prish will not be coming with us. The last verse of the Memoria de la Stona no longer exists, and there is no weapon left to battle the Twilight God. Pitting the full force of Juno against the worms is our only recourse. There is no other way to save the children of Altana from extinction. But Miss Mildy, what about me?
I'm sorry. Lady Esha, the Junoan Armada is prepared for battle.
I must go. Beyond the sea of endless clouds. Cardinal Mildy. Prish, Olmia. It is only a matter of time until Juno becomes a war zone. I will prepare an airship for your return to Tavnasia. Protect that which is most dear to you. Dang it! There's no way it's ending this way. It's time to put it all on the line. Prish! Roxy, Rewind, Olmia. I know you guys can do it. You're strong enough now to beat the heck out of me when I become Promathia. Listen, there's someone in Selbina who knows the 5th verse. Her memory's a little shoddy, though. Find the 5th verse.
I love Prish.
I need you to do this. You hear me? I know Prish is totally my favorite character, and the 3 Tarus. I cannot. Prish, wait.
She's probably like the ultimate. Her and Shantoto are like the ultimate 11 characters.
Oh yes, I love Shantoto too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olmia, I have heard the entire story.
Movie.
This must be the guidance of Altana, the girl with a shoddy memory, and Selbina is well known to me. And I also happen to possess the means to revive her past. Let us be on our way. Yeah, we give nicknames to everyone because we just can't pronounce it, so.
Especially when it's an Elvon name.
Yep.
They're definitely getting a nickname.
That's an 11 classic. You got Selby, Sandy,
Yes.
Wendy. This is what we do.
Basti. No,
Basti.
It's that one's never been a
No,
thing.
Bastok is either Bastok or Bastok.
It's Bastok.
Yeah, it's Bastok.
Zolkheim Selbina. And this cutscene in Selbina is the last cutscene of Chapter 6.
Nice.
So we did all of Chapter 6 today. It is much shorter than Chapter 5.
Right. Do you remember seeing like this new camera, the Elgato thing? If you buy the real version, is it higher quality or is it just a watermark? Did it say something? Or?
I think it just said you don't have the watermark or ads, maybe?
Ads.
I'm not sure.
I hope an ad doesn't like randomly pop up. Nothing's free in this world.
H9 inside the Weaver's Guild. We're looking for Matilda.
This is not the
Here she is.
Oh, is that okay? Cool. Good job.
Hello, can I help you? Your name wouldn't be Emmeline by any chance. My name is Olmia. We were in the choir together. Do you remember? I'm sorry, I don't remember much about my childhood.
Sad.
But I'm sure you must be mistaken. My name is Matilda. I work here at the Weavers Guild. Yes, you're right. I must be mistaken. Please accept my apologies.
I'm just an NPC.
You so resemble a girl that used to sing in the choir with me. You don't happen to have a younger brother, do you? A younger brother? Why, yes, I did have a younger brother, only we were separated in the war. But I believe he is still out there somewhere. I do hope he's happy. I'm sorry to have brought up this painful subject. I'll be on my way.
I have one last request for you. There is a certain song that you might know. Will you sing it for us?
A song?
I'm sure you have this song locked somewhere in your heart. Please try to remember. The Tabnasian Cathedral, Cardinal Mildy, a song known as Lay of the Immortals, the 5th verse. That's another good name for a heavy metal band.
Lay of the Immortals?
Yeah. And so the legend ends. Began Crystal.
Albina's pretty.
I've always loved the Albina theme song.
Me too.
It's great. Mora might be a little bit better, though.
I like Mora a lot too. Yeah. That comes out. Sorry.
I know
got
how you feel.
dyslexic all of a sudden.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way, man.
Is that some kind of spell?
The Mimeo Mirror is a device known by any self-respecting rogue. It was finally returned to me. Olmia, are you able to sing the verse we just heard?
But
You do have a penchant for expecting the worst, dear Olmia. There may not be a need for that melody at all.
Why would that be?
Once Lord Bahamut sees Prisha's magicite, it may be enough to convince him, and we would not want to lose the Star of Tabnasia.
What do you mean?
There is something I would like to ask Prish. Olmia, let us meet with her in Juneau. Rewind, and Noxie, please go on ahead to Bastok.
That is... Oh! There is 6-4. The other chapters have only had...
3?
3. Yeah.
I guess it's kind of short, so they...
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. All right, so we need to go to Sid. Forgot how to get out of here. It happens.
I don't go here very often.
No.
I've never been in the Weavers Guild.
I don't know if I've ever been in that Weavers Guild either.
I have played this game for 20 years. I've never really did a craft. Did fishing. That's gathering, though.
The only craft I've ever done is cooking, and I got it to like 50 on one server, and on this server I think I've got it to like 15 or 16.
That's cool.
Metalworks one.
What time do I have to go get Zoe?
The game usually ends around 10.
Okay, it's about 30 minutes. Whoa. Got laggy. This might not be a good solution either. You'd think a cable would be pretty good, right?
You'd think so.
It's like... Oh, man. They completely screwed up.
Uh-oh.
Good
Let
thing
me know if you need to fix it before I talk to Sid.
Good thing I didn't pay for that crap. I'm gonna just go there and get a damn webcam and just hook that shit up. I'm like totally... It's like 10 minutes behind. Holy crap. That's not good. Maybe it was like the... It's having syncing issues. I'm about done with the whole iPhone crap.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out very well so far. But you paid $20 for that one app. Maybe tomorrow we can get it to work when we're not tired.
I am done with that shit. For real, dude. Hold on 1 second. That's just my old background bleeding through. I guess I just use the... I got like 3 apps on here and none of them freaking work. I'm gonna delete all of them. Screw you. You're deleted.
Screw you.
Screw you.
Delete.
Sorry, all your bullshit. I have a webcam, but I'm not sure what happened to it. I have not seen it in a while. It's that old black one that I gave Zoe. Not a very high quality. It's only 720. It's not a 1080p or anything, but... Hold on 1 second, sorry. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. I'm gonna stop the stream so it's not like me sitting here just going do.
I'll just...
Okay, I think I got my camera working again. For how long? That's the question.
Zoe said the timer on the game says 2 minutes and 51 seconds, but people keep getting injured and they keep doing timeouts, so it's taking a while.
Sounds like football. Yep. Okay. Rewind, Noxie. Where have you been? Fixing our camera, you know.
Fixing your cameras.
It happens. I heard about what happened, but I still can't believe it. Learning Prish was really the keeper of the apocalypse knocked me out of my chair. But finding out that Juno and official Esha is actually Cardinal Mildy, and that she's been alive for the past 10,000 years, that was like having an anvil dropped on my head. Rewind, Noxie, I want to hear about what happened with you too. Call on all the others. Stay. Listen.
Stay a while.
Stay a while. Diablo. I want to play Diablo now, dang it.
Ooh, me
I
too.
love Diablo. The first 2 are so good. Diablo 4 was meh.
It's okay.
Like we had fun for a little bit.
It was a sequel to like Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 is meh. I really liked 1 and 3.
Yeah, 3's pretty fun. It's like you're like super powerful.
Yeah.
4 is hard. We struggled. So that's what happened. To fulfill the pact with Bahamut and Celtius made over 10,000 years ago, Mildy has been attempting to revive divine Promethea. And the I'm sorry, that's you.
Oh, I thought it was you too. And the magicite embedded in Prish's bosom was only a sealed, crystallized form of her inner emptiness. We sin hunters have committed a grave sin ourselves in not being able to stay calm and focused in the presence of the magicite.
Not a single complaint, not a single cry for help. All that time, carrying a terrible burden, alone. And what about Olmia? She has known Prish since she was a child. She has watched her silently struggle. These new truths must be as painful for her as they are for Prish. I could not wish such a terrible fate upon even an enemy. What are we going to do now? Phoenix has told me that we are not to provoke Bahamut any further.
However, the biggest threat to mankind is the Worm King's aerial magic. If we could defeat him, it would better our chances for victory against the worm armies.
And so we are left with 3 choices. Oh god, not 3 paths again. We can let destiny run its course and wait for Bahamut and his minions to destroy us. We can use my airship to join the Juno Armada and fight the Worm King. Or we can recite the 5th verse of the Memoria de la Stona and call the Twilight God down onto Prish. Twilight God, he cursed mankind, made us fight. If we defeat him, the curse will be broken. But do we have the power?
With all his ... dots, I imagine him talking like Christopher Walken.
Made us fight. Christopher Walken. I can't do Walken. Prish said that Rewind had the power. And we have Phoenix on our side. Him and his damn Phoenix. I swear.
know, he loves that thing.
He loves his sword. But I am not sure that is enough. Diablos, ruler of dreams, warned us that no single child of Vanadil can vanquish the keeper of the apocalypse. And still my blade remains silent. Yeah, I know your blade is a...
yeah, we know. Yeah, your blade. Yeah.
We've heard it a million times. We are about to walk down a very dangerous path. But I think it would be wise to wait until Prish returns before we take any action. Tenzin, Miss Sin Hunters...
Miss Sin Hunters.
Rewind. Hurry to Tabnasia and wait for Prish. When she arrives, contact me and I will fly to the archipelago in my airship. He always talks about his airship.
He loves his airship.
Tenzin loves his sword.
Yes.
Tabnasia.
It's kind of their thing.
Yeah. But why would you travel there? Help from Gilgamesh should be arriving at the safehold shortly. Let's just say the parts that we'll be transporting are very sensitive. I'll see you all at the Sea Lion's Den.
Ooh, ninja boots.
Just for a little bit longer.
Just a bit.
It's almost 6. Man, that really annoyed me.
The camera things or the football game?
The camera thing.
Oh, okay.
The football game was fun. I'm just not really big into football, and there was always kids around me and they cried the whole game.
Well, there was one little girl that was crying the whole time. Like, you know.
I know. I don't want to talk about it. I'll get banned from YouTube. 1?
Tabnasia 2. Sorry.
Dos.
I thought I said it. Maybe I just said it in my head.
Maybe you did say it. I don't know.
Who knows?
Dos caballeros.
Spice up your life at the dos.
No one's going to get that reference.
Nope. Jaime might.
In our small town, we had a restaurant, a small Mexican restaurant in the 90s.
And that commercial came on every day.
Spice up your life at the Dos Caballeros. And Dos Caballeros is no more.
I think they've been closed about 12 years now.
Dos?
But
They've been closed for 20.
No, because we've been married 18 and...
They closed like right when 2006.
Well, we ate there a few times together before they closed. So they've been married...
Like when we were dating.
I mean, I think they've been closed like 17 or 18 years.
Or getting close 20 years.
Yeah.
Many a restaurant didn't survive COVID. We lost our favorite Mexican restaurant, El Ranchito. They had really good burritos, and they didn't survive. That was a very sad day. Master Sid, we have been waiting for your arrival, me and my sword. Did you know it is Phoenix? Yes, I knew that.
Did you know? It's
Anyways,
Phoenix.
So here about my
she
airship.
She talks to me.
She talks to me. Well, I took my airship. I brought Olmia and Luvi with me. But I'm sorry to say Prish couldn't make it. There's been a bit of a problem. A problem? What do you mean? Olmia, would you be so kind as to fill Tenzin in on the details? I have some business with Gilgamesh's little helpers.
We couldn't find Prish. I fear that she is hiding somewhere on one of the Armada's warships.
That cannot be possible. Why did Lady Prish not wait for you to return? She is not planning to attack the Worm King, is she?
I think Prish knows that we would follow her. Prish can read the hearts of others. She knows what we feel and what we think. She knows what I feel. But why does she continue on it if she knows that her decisions will only hurt me? Why does believing hurt so?
Even when two hearts are connected, there are times when pain can't be avoided. When the world is overwhelmed with sadness, the only way to escape the pain is to change the world. He's been hanging out with the goblins too long.
Yeah. Perhaps you are right, Jabos. Perhaps the only option left to mankind is to change Vanadiel. For the past 10,000 years, Vanadiel has grown and evolved to become what it is today, a world bound by the chains of an evil deity. Prish set out on her own in an attempt to change that world. Our world.
Hey, are you guys ready? I finished loading my baby up with the secret weapons, and it's time we moved out. There's no time to lose. I'm going to hitch a ride back to Bastok on Gilgamesh's boat and let the president in on what's going on. Even if you are successful in stopping Bahamut, there's no knowing what his worm army might do. The Republic has to be prepared for the worst.
Sid, thank you so very much for all that you have done, and your airship.
You know, if I were only a few years younger, I'd be up there with you guys. But my place is back in Bastok. Gilgamesh made sure I didn't forget that. And don't you forget that you're going up there to save your nations too. No, to save all of Vanadiel. Your lives will be on that line. But I know you'll all be alright. As long as you're riding in my Sid, nothing can go wrong. Master Sid, I ask that you allow me to fly her. She's all yours. Now get out of here, warriors of the crystal.
Yes, let us be off. Bahamut and Prish are awaiting your arrival.
This reminds me of like a Final Fantasy XIV mission or something.
Yes, it does. I was thinking that exact
Definitely
same
has
thing.
that feel to it.
Yeah.
Riding Sid's airship and
Yep.
it's like the end of A Realm Reborn.
Yeah. Right, touch the gate. You should get a Battlefield 1 to be feared.
Fighting something?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, people always said CLP is mostly cutscenes, and my god, they were
correct.
right.
Yep.
Hideo Kojima guest directed this. My only explanation for this.
Treasures doesn't have near this many cutscenes.
Yeah. Is it mostly fights?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done it before.
I completed it and got the cool crown at the very end, but
Yeah.
I didn't read a single cutscene.
I don't think I did Wings either, really. I don't remember.
You haven't, but I beat it just enough to get past Rhapsodies.
That's cool.
So I think I beat like 3 missions out of 10
Is this battle called...
chapters.
Is this battle known as Airship?
No, but it should be.
No, wasn't there a battle... Was that ZM? People always said that's Airship Battle.
I don't know.
You remember that?
I mean, this could be nicknamed that. It's just not called that on the
I
wiki.
remember people calling it that. It must have been the ZM Battle.
Maybe.
I think it was, actually. Do you think there is any chance to catch up with Lady Prish?
According to Aldo, the Juno Armada departed the duchy after splitting into 2 units. The main unit will enter Cape Reverne directly by air and attempt to draw the worms from the floating islands. At the same time, the remaining unit will attempt to approach Bahamut from the opposite direction.
I assume that Prish would be with the later. However, that unit cannot begin its operation until the main unit has successfully drawn the attention of the other worms.
Engineer Sid said the same thing. This means we still have time.
Look what I found hiding below decks.
Oh my gosh. Get your hands off me, you pointy-eared brute.
Let us go or you'll be all doomed. Yeah, we're your secret weapon.
Secret weapon? You wouldn't happen to be the same secret weapon that Sid received from Gilgamesh, would you? We've given up the fame and glory of being high-class Junoan officers.
And decided to become high-class pirates. The highest of the high and classiest of the class. Yes, sirree.
Shikari's like, ...
Like, what the heck? We'll be making contact with the Armada shortly. It may be to our advantage to have someone on board who can communicate with them. Oh, what the? I can see them. The
Juno Armada. Maybe this is the airship battle. There's a lot of airships.
It would make sense, but not maybe
it would make
the airship
sense.
battle. But maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know.
Warning shots. That scary Alvan went to the communications room. Shouldn't we be going to the communications room?
I say we go to the communications room.
Oh my god, I love them.
Me too. We should go as well, Noxie and Rewind. We must try to convince them that we're here to help.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. It's like 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime. I'm an old man.
I know,
I
right?
need my beauty sleep. Do we do it
Touch
now?
the gate again and click 1 to be feared.
Is this the actual battle time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anushka. Ankusha. I'll just waste one on my Shihi, I guess. Just for the sake of doing it. I haven't done it in a while.
We're going to be fighting 5 mammoths.
Oh, yeah? Right on. I also updated OBS for the first time in a year. Hopefully I didn't screw something up. I don't think I did. It's pretty scary. So where's the action? Do we go in the door?
It doesn't say what to do.
Move to the Armada warship or return to Tabnesia?
This is the airship battle. Okay.
Oh.
Click the door on the airship to get a third cutscene and begin the first fight.
Move to Armada?
I guess so.
Wasn't this like really hard back in the day?
Yes.
The attack seems to have subsided. Something is going on over there. Something is wrong. What if they discover where Prish is hiding?
Sorry, I was reading ahead because it says the battle time limit is 45 minutes and you will need all of that time, like from back in the day. I was like, wow.
Oh, well, I will be fine now. Yep.
Luvi, what if they discovered where Prish was hiding? Luvi is moving the ship into position so we can board their vessel. Let us hurry before below decks.
So basically they're saying like, just skip the cutscenes, just run.
Yeah.
Is this a 75 cat battle?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, not anymore, but
Well,
it
I mean,
was.
it used to be like a 75 battle to win.
Yeah.
Wow. I've heard stories, actually. I've heard people talk about it.
The football game just ended, so Zoe will be ready to walk home in a few minutes.
Hopefully we'll be done here. If not, I'll pause it, I guess. Prish,
If you can hear me, give me a sign. We've come to help. Sorry, I was texting Zoe.
That's okay. I was going to help you out there. We mean you no harm. We are simply trying to find our companion. Well, that didn't go as planned.
You're wasting your breath, samurai man.
Yeah, they can't hear you. They're just puppets made by those crazy scientists in Juneau.
Puppets?
Kind of mean to make you watch all the story and it being a hard battle.
And you have to fight them 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, with like
So a big DPS
phases.
check.
Yeah.
You have to have really good DPS then.
It recommends a highly balanced party.
A really good DPS, really good tank.
Yes.
Really good healer. Or just do this.
Or just do this. It's fine too. Yeah, Shikri just did wheeling thrust for 2576.
Wow.
Yeah, she's really good. All right, touch the door again and move to the next warship.
Are you ready? I am ready. Whee! Hey, they clipped. They should have crashed. Yay! The Taros are not much.
Krish, are you okay? If you can hear us, respond.
And if you can't hear us, respond. They always repeat each other. Oh wow, that's cool.
That is cool.
Could she be inside that thing?
It's dinner? Well, that would explain why she couldn't hear us.
Cherokee. Omega. Yeah, the fight's completely trivial now.
Yeah.
I guess we could have like stopped at 75 and like challenged ourselves. That one time we did try doing that, and it was kind of hard.
It was hard. We were trying to do Rhapsodies at the same time though, and at 75
Yeah.
we really can't move forward in Rhapsodies.
It's pretty
Some
fun,
things
though.
are too hard.
Yeah.
Like Siren was
Yeah.
too hard. All right, final battle. Next warship.
I bet people felt rushed back in the day. Like, quit reading the text. Just press
I know.
Press enter.
What is going on?
What is going on? If we continue like this, both sides will end up exhausted without having made any progress.
Look.
I will attempt to pull our ship up alongside theirs. Hold on.
Cool. He's cool. I don't remember this.
I don't think I've ever done this. If I did, I was out of it.
You dirty rat. Why don't you come down here and fight like a man?
Ha ha ha. The wonderful expedition about to unfold will buy me more than enough time. My pet is still far from completion. However, when she is finished, she'll be the most powerful creation Vanadil has ever seen. Though those created 10,000 years ago may still be residing somewhere within the celestial capital of C.
Huh? Hey guys, Olmia, what's everyone doing here?
Oh man.
She's so overconfident.
Oh, I know. Ugh. Not another distraction. Well, at least now I can test my pet in extreme battle mode. Ultimate weapon. Show our friends what you can do.
Hey, we fight Ultimate Weapon in 14 too.
Yeah. This is a lot like the 14. I bet Ultimate was hard back in the day.
Yeah, because it says you'll need the whole 45 minutes for this.
Imagine failing.
Yeah, that
Just
would
wasted
suck.
an hour of your life. And we just did that. We always read stories, so we're never gonna break any record.
Nope.
Not even close.
If it, I'm sure there's a cutscene, but if it gets to a spot where you need to click enter, let's just not click enter and get our kid, because it's dark.
Just log out somewhere.
No, just like, pause for a sec.
I guess I cannot expect too much from a prototype.
You want to go right now?
Is she waiting on us?
Sure. What do you think you're trying to do, Nagmalata? You were relieved from your position within the Armathrin Society and banished from Juno. How dare you step over the boundaries of the amnesty you were granted and bring that creation aboard an Armada vessel? Did you think that by performing this service we would take you back? Or was this cause of turmoil simply a desperate attempt to interfere with our plan? An attempt born from hate and despisal? Or perhaps you came to ask Bahamut the way to sea. Nagmalata, I understand why you seek the path to the celestial capital. We who have lost the whisper of the soul are forced to live alone, trapped within our own wretched solitude. However, that is our path to freedom. We are children born from one. Now our children and our children's children step out into the ever-expanding world. This is much like when the Mother Crystal split into 5 pieces long, long ago. We were simply ready to leave the nest before the Xylart.
Then why'd you choose to abandon your people and hide away in the chamber of Eventide? Why do you join the Xylart and blocking the path to sea?
That is...
By entering the chamber, you succeed in washing away the darkness of your soul. That is why I seek the capital, so I can remove the darkness from my soul, so I can be free.
Ha! If you want to go to sea so bad, then why don't you just go to Mavopolis? Trish! The boy Celtius has already asked the Moblins to open the gate to the capital. If you follow him, he'll lead you right to the 5th crystal.
I see. Whether it's been buried or submerged, there is no place the Moblins cannot find. And I was beginning to wonder when I was going to be able to see the boy once again. I have unfinished business with him.
I've told you what you want to know. Now get out of here.
Is she waiting? As much as I'd like to, it'd be improper for me not to return the favor. The favor bestowed upon the Kulu over 10,000 years ago.
Return the favor? A surprise attack?
Uh-oh.
Your line.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. I see my song has reached the conqueror of the skies. I am Kulu. My strength comes from the protection of the terrestrial avatars. Without you, I am powerless. The Xylart, those who have sworn revenge against Vanadiel, to you I offer these traitors as a sacrifice.
You are nothing but a raving maniac, Nagmalata. You are far from being one of us. Your pitiful soul drowns in darkness.
And that is why I must cleanse it. I will find sea and use the chamber of Eventide.
Yeah, she's waiting on us.
Let me see if it'll let me. It's all over.
Just pause.
It's over easy. I don't think it's gonna let me click anymore, so I will. Yeah. It's over easy.
What are you talking about? This is where it gets interesting. Bahamut, conqueror of the skies, king of the worms.
That's me.
I am Trish. I am keeper of the apocalypse. Your pact with Celtius left me trapped for thousands of years. This magicite is nothing but another form of the emptiness. It was born from the same place I was. We are one and the same. My friends and I have come to call forth and destroy the emptiness and its maker, Promethea. And we will do it right here, right now. We will fulfill the pact. Watch as we show you the children of the Dawn's true power.
So this is what you meant, Esha. There's no need for you to prove anything, young Elvon, for you are not the keeper.
Not the keeper, but...
Esha, children of Altana, and Phoenix, and your sword.
And your sword.
I commend you on what you're attempting to do for the people of Vanadiel. And that is why I will tell you this, but...
Hey, it's our first time we've got to see C.
I like CNC. The true keeper of the apocalypse lies in the celestial capital of C. Within that soul lies an immeasurable amount of darkness. For 10,000 years it has slept, but now it has awoken.
In C?
See, señorita.
See.
Who was it that restarted this crystal line? Remnants of the Xylart, the children of Altana. It does not matter, for now the power within the final crystal, the crystal that holds C in balance, has begun to fade. It will not be long before the celestial capital has fallen to Vanadiel. When this occurs, the Keeper of the Apocalypse will rise and envelop all life. Envelop. And finally, the Twilight God, Promethea, will use his almighty power to begin his eternal reign. That is why I have come, to stop the seeds of man from being wiped from Vanadiel. If there is nothing for the Keeper to envelop, then Promethea will not have the strength to enter our realm.
Nothing to envelop? And so that is why you plan to attack. Dang! You call yourself a guardian of Vanadiel. Why didn't you tell us what you were going to do a long time ago? If you would have been honest with us, we could have been in sea whipping that Keeper's butt last week.
He is right, Lord Bahamut. Such intolerant behavior does not befit the Conqueror of the Skies. Why do you not believe in the power of the Children of the Dawn? Why must I believe in something that does not exist? You cannot defeat the Twilight God. You will not even be allowed to approach him. Celtius has proved that to us 10,000 years ago, destruction is your destiny. You cannot escape what has already been decided.
There is still a way. Bahamut, we need not fight Promethea if we can stop the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Celtius told us this. That is why he has returned. He is here to stop C from falling back to this dimension.
Impossible. Celtius does not have the power to.
I'm sick of all this talk. Doesn't anybody here think we can handle the situation?
I agree with Prish.
Noxie, rewind, you tell him. You know we can kick his bloody butt all the way into next Water's Day.
Yep. You bet.
Do you have what it takes? You bet.
You. Damn you, Celtius. I will not let you harm Vanadiel and her children like you did once before.
Whoa, I have a bad feeling about this. Get out of the way!
He's going to explode.
Everyone, abandon ship! Ooh.
That's cool.
That was cool.
I bet people were so excited to see this when they finally beat Airship.
Right?
Back in the day. Like, man, we finally did it.
Phoenix.
Because the COP is a long journey.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, man.
Will you return to the Mother Crystal along with so many other lives? I understand. Your sacrifice has brought us a sliver of time. Now let me release you for your journey to the Mother Crystal. Oh, I guess that was Celtius, like, communicating to Phoenix, telepathically.
Yeah.
Open the path in preparation for her.
This is the first time we had to break this into like 4 different parts. I'm going to have to splice them together in my video editing software now.
Yep.
Usually at 11 we play and upload. This is a good stopping point.
Well, we have one more person to talk to after this, and then yes.
Since we beat a whole chapter in one day.
Yes. There I am, face down in the dirt again.
Yep.
Search their possessions.
Let's see now.
Let's see now. They do that to me every time I'm knocked out.
I know. You find a guard's ring. Wah. Ah.
Hey, yeah.
Are we alive? Are we breathing?
Ack.
You. It's Rewind, the one who angered Bahamut. Run!
Run!
Flee! Exit stage left. Got the ring. And there goes my webcam again. I swear this freaking thing. What's that ring do? Huh. I'm not quite sure what that does. It does something like 5 times. Do cool recall. Is that... Are we done here?
Yes, we gotta talk to one more person and then we are done for the night.
I'm gonna find that webcam tomorrow. I'm done with the whole phone shit. Cuts out like every 5 minutes. It's gonna make me go bonkers.
Rulude 1.
Even that one software glitched out, and it was like connected to my computer. Using your phone for OBS is not a good idea.
Nope.
You ran off. That's okay.
Can you see me?
I'll just easily find you on the map is what I've been doing.
You are. You usually take a second to load whenever we zone into Rulude.
Yeah, 11 doesn't have the fastest network protocol, whatever. It's okay though.
Helgius.
What manner of farce is this? An uncouth Taru claiming to be an esteemed guest of Lady Esha is running amok demanding the Trust Initiative scroll.
Yay!
You get her?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. That dastardly Taru.
Uh-oh.
Is she a good trust or just kind of funny?
I don't know. I'll have to see.
Probably a black mage, right?
I was thinking white. We'll have to see.
We had warp. The scroll.
Oh, yeah, she does warp.
The thing she got her grubby hands on it. I cannot comprehend the depth of her audacity to steal from the Auroral Palace. I beseech you, adventurer, smash her like a pane of glass.
Don't just flop around there. Help me. I just said I could have it. There's no way I'd ever hit it big, so instead I decided to save the world with the scroll. I'm thinking of starting a troupe called the Buxom Bosom Buddies.
The BBBs.
With me as the headliner. Of course, I can't do it alone. I'll have to get Olmia and Esha, and, well, I suppose you're pretty satisfactory, too. And when it comes to the grand finale, we'll need to do something flashy, something that only 2 of me can do. So that's where my alter ego comes in.
Why are you waiting? Scrap the villainous scum from Vanadiel this minute.
I want to see how this plays out.
Let me get the hammer.
Stop being a fish out of water and become the bosom buddy you always knew you could be. So, you see, trust time. She's running around me in circles. I'm going to say
trust?
camaraderie?
Sure.
Camaraderie, yes, a true sign of weakness.
How about trust?
Trust. Yes, with trust, I will have you under my...
Friendship?
Friendship. Ah, yes. How much have I lost so far?
This is ridiculous. We don't have a single one of those.
Then there's only one thing to do. Me. T.
E?
Oh, she's gonna do meteor. Or? Oh, sorry, that was your line.
Or meteor.
Oh, she's gonna do it.
Oh. A whispering voice floats to your ears from nowhere in particular.
You are to trust Cherokee.
You're to love her.
You are to love Cherokee. Cherokee is your friend.
What's that infernal spell? Has something happened? Soldier to me, this Tar ruffian is at the bottom of it all. That's cute. They must have added that way later in the game.
Oh, yeah. You want an alter ego that can use the ultimate magic, don't you? A final fantasy worthy of any adventurer. That's cute. You never see them say Final Fantasy in Final Fantasy.
Kind of meta, huh? She escaped. The talking rat was scurrying about your pockets while you lay prone, of course.
Of course.
So I advise you check your belongings. By Altena above, my eyes must be failing me. I see him running around back there, see?
Yes.
Suddenly there was two of them. And she warped. I swear right before she left.
You find the small scroll Cherokee was holding crumpled in your bags. You cannot shake the feeling that she's pulling a fast one.
We should totally use that next time we're in a battle.
Oh, definitely.
That's cute. So are we done now?
Yes.
All right. We'll play maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure because
I'm sure we will.
I'm really wanting to play a different game. Like we did Resident Evil. That was a lot of fun. I want to do something like that. All right.